Okay, you guys. So I should have put that back up before I started. I was doing something last night, you guys, getting downloads, getting information, and then I had to do something I normally don't do, which is I used to do this when I was a kid. Haven't done it so much now, which is pretty much be in complete darkness. I was able to draw in the dark. Like literally I could draw details in the dark because I'm part of the light. So of course the light is going to shine in darkness. Well, um, last night I did something completely different. I turned all the lights off. It's pitch black in here. Everything black, right? Completely black. Turned everything off so I could think in darkness. And I know you guys are like, but you're the light. Why would you want to think in darkness? We all came from darkness. Things are created from darkness. So fine. They want to surround me by darkness. You can't surround me by darkness. I choose whether I want to go through it or not. That's the difference. So, lights off. I went ahead and I made it so that no lights from outside can get in. Last night. Yeah, in any of my windows. So, I took all the outside lights and the outside distractions and the outside stuff away. Okay, and the mirrors away, and I went ahead and I manifested, and I was thinking, and I was creating, and I was getting downloads, but I was doing it in the dark, pitch black dark, right? Then something made me walk. I started walking in the dark. Now, have you ever walked through pitch black darkness? You can still see, can't you? You can see actually very well. So I went ahead and I did that, right? And I was walking through the darkness. You know, my body instinctively knew where everything was at. I can see, my eyes were open, I can clearly see, right? Because your eyes are open through the darkness. You can see through the dark. You just have to analyze it and figure out what it is that you need to see or what it is that you're seeing. So I got downloads some different information, and I got the information I needed. I was wondering about this particular building because something's odd about this building. That's why y'all don't see me with a whole bunch of furniture and shit and a whole bunch of decorations, because 3 days in I noticed something very odd. Then I noticed certain behaviors. It felt like a stimulation was going on, the ways people was moving, but it wasn't a stimulation. It was spell work going on. It was magic. Then I noticed that somebody did the things that people do when they're outside and when they're near mirrors and how they act and respond. Yeah, I pay attention to all of that within like seconds, within the speed of light. Not time, the speed of light. And so, with me traveling through the darkness and me noticing the different things and what's going on around this building, I said, okay, but where are my angels though? Because this building seems like it's surrounded by darkness. Then it was like, go look outside. I go look outside one more time. Remember, I know what cars are out there who's gang stalking me because I watch, just like they watch me, I look to see what car it is, who comes out that car and everything. Okay? So I know whose cars is whose. So now let me tell you. The cars are surrounding the entire building. All the people who are all parked in this front here are all the peoples who live in here. All the ones who have these strange, odd behaviors, they do that on purpose. They're surrounding the buildings, they're surrounding the mirrors on purpose. Also, when you go, how this building is set up, there's also parking lot here and going here. And then there's the mirror in the front. So you're surrounded by mirrors. And you're surrounded by cars, right? And every time you go out to the back or the side, somebody comes out behind you. Hence why I don't like to take out my trash. Yeah. So it's very strange behavior going on, almost like a stimulation. That's why it took me so long to see what kind of furniture I wanted, or if I wanted to do furniture in here, how I wanted to do it. Because I noticed a lot of odd things, you guys, and there's deeper stuff than that. About a smell. I feel like it smells like carbon or something. It smells something odd. Call the lady, yo. Oh. Before I smelled that, the fire alarm went off. Warning, fire, carbon. I said, carbon? I know I have enough carbon in me. I don't need no carbon outside of me too. So, okay, boom. I call landlord. Landlord's like, oh no, the machine messes up. You didn't even come check to see if it was carbon in here. How you gonna tell me if the machine messes up? Do y'all got a machine down here that y'all use since y'all know that y'all think malfunctions a lot? No, but we'll come check on it maybe in a little bit. A little bit. No, I need somebody to come check on it now because if it's carbon, it needs to be checked on. So they come in. She don't come in because I have put my protection stuff up. The one who I opened the door for comes in. The husband. She don't walk in. And she looks on the floor to figure out why she can't walk into my house. That's how I know, okay, that's an enemy right there. That's a problem. Because she literally was at my door sill. Literally would not pass my door sill. Wouldn't even put her head in. I said, okay. Now, that ain't even it, you guys. The things I've noticed that go on down in here, I told you I to be at the mirrors, even have the kids at the mirrors and stuff, trying to project and stuff. They go outside the mirrors and they'll try to project, and every time that they walk with somebody right behind them. And they think I don't know what they're doing. You guys. Stores do it all the time. Corporations do it all the time, and then they're doing it. So I noticed, you guys, when I say I know this stuff, I noticed it. But my whole thing is their angels were, not their angels, the fallen angels, the reincarnated legion of demons. We ain't gonna call them angels no more. The reincarnated legion of demons, the religions, the cult. So they're surrounded. They're surrounded, right? So I say, okay, but how do they know when I'm in here? The light. The light gives off a reflection. See, y'all see the lines up here? Right? Y'all can see the lines because it's covered. But if I uncover it, you can see my reflection up here. Okay? On the side here. If I uncover these, you will be able to see the reflection on both sides. Up here and behind here. I'm going to get my camera's on its way. So when I have my camera set up, I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to give you guys a walkthrough before I actually put my spiritual stuff up. I'm going to give you guys a walkthrough so you guys can see how they're able to see you through your blinds and your window. By using the reflection of their cars and stuff like that. And then, of course, this is what most people are doing now. Most landlords, most people. They're doing something before you get into the building. Something falls when I say that. They're doing stuff before you get into the building. Okay? Because landlords want you to stay there. See, they want you. Why do you think you stay at places you don't like? Bosses, landlords, people you around that you don't like, and you genuinely like, I would never be around these people. They put you there. It's spell work, a lot of magic going on. Well, I noticed it quick. But I have stuff to do, and I don't want to. I want to slow me down. So I'm still going through a spiritual battle, spiritual war. Still going with these reincarnated legions of demons. When you leave any cult, that's what you deal with. Okay. So that's around. So I said, okay, so I put the foil up so they cannot see my reflection. So you can see some of the blinds, reflection of light through the blinds. You can kind of see it. I see through the dark, so I don't know if you guys can see through the dark and the light but look, it's a reflection, so that's how they see. Well, guess what? The reflection's right here on the cabinet too. The reflection is all over here. It's walls full of the reflection from the window. The window is causing reflection from every area. So wherever I'm at in this section, they can see me through my window. So again, another form of control. Everything's about control. So why do you think somebody need to watch them out through their window? Why would you not want me to go in this section here? Or why do you want me to be here and then you park your car, you have somebody outside the window? That's what I'm saying, you guys. Magic is happening all around you, and whether you're aware of it or not, it's happening. But that's why the foils. If y'all was wondering, why did she put foil right there? Because as I was going in and I went through the darkness to come to the light, I realized they was using the light. They use our elements against us. So they're using the light against us. Y'all be very fucking careful. Because if they're using the light against us, I've said in another one of my readings where they covered up the sun so it can boomerang back. Okay? So they're using the lights. They're using the elements of fire, water, all of those things, earth. They're using those things against the chosen ones. Those are our elements. Y'all have to figure out more into how to use it for protection. Okay? Because they're using it for bad. Okay? You're going to have, because the elements, again, just like we have duality, masculine and feminine, The elements of water, earth, air, all that have a good and bad and duality too, masculine and feminine. I just told on the wind because the wind has a masculine and feminine energy, just like we all do. Everything has masculine and feminine energy. Everything, because everything is energy. And I'm not no scientist. I'm not a whatever. All them scientific stuff. I'm not, y'all. Ask me if y'all. I'm not. But one thing I know for a fact and true, everything has masculine and feminine energy. I don't care what it is. And everything has energy in it. So if it has masculine and feminine energy, it also has good and bad energy, right? Therefore, soft and hard energy, whatever you want to call it. However you want to call it, if you don't believe in good and bad, whatever. But there's a duality of it, okay? And everything has a duality. So when people are using these elements, you're like, how are they using those elements for bad if they're supposed to be good elements? Everything has duality to it. The ocean can get angry. The earth can get angry. The wind can get angry. The fire can get angry. They all can get angry, you guys. Why is that though? Why can you see a fire and rage and angry? Why do you see an ocean having all these tides? Why do you see the wind blowing and knocking everybody damn near off? They rock. Huh? Why? There's even quicksand. You know there's quicksand where the sand seeps into the earth and takes whatever it is with it, down with it, and then covers it up. Yeah. So everything has duality to it. And I need you guys to understand that, so you guys understand how to work with the earth, how to work with the elements, and how to deal with the people around you. Okay? And most things that have bad in them is the force, not the person, it's the force, you guys. So that means, that's why it's so difficult when we talk about certain things, because if it's a force that's following you and not a person, then not only do you have to get over that obstacle with that person, but there's still a force you got to deal with. Because it's really not that person. It's their flesh. But on the inside, it's that dark force in there that was able to overcome them at that time. Right? Then they come to you with all their bullshit, they mess, plus a force that's inside of them, that's working through them to get to whatever person. Usually a chosen one, usually people with high vibrations. So I just want to explain what duality is. I want to explain what light is. I want you guys to be more conscious and more aware of the elements and how to use them, especially if there's good and bad to everything. You're going to have to figure out how to use it for good and how to counteract the bad with the same elements that they use against you. Okay, they're using your own stuff against you. You are the universe. The universe is in here. You are made up of what? Water. You need the air you breathe in and out. Why do you think you go back to the soil? Why do you think when you pass, you go back to the soil? Because you're part of the soil. That's why you must go back to from where you returned, which is the soil. But people, they got to be in walls because they're better than everybody else. But really, y'all, the soil is where you came. So the soil is where you go. And many people was really in tombs and mummified. So let's y'all, because I wasn't in no damn, yeah. Some of us was mummified and in the tombs, and they wanted to go ahead and go dig up them tombs and go try to dig us up because we were somewhere in high places. So if you think the government don't know who you are, the government knows who you are, your family knows who you are, everybody knows who you are. You are just realizing who you are, coming to that awareness, coming to that awakeness. But guess what? You still stronger than all of them. Even whatever level you at right now, you still have more power than they do. You just have to understand that and really get into that to know that and to utilize that to your benefit. Because the lack of power they got, they're using it to their benefit. So we need to start working more with the earth, working more with the elements, okay? Crystals or stones, work with them, work with things like that. But do your due diligence of looking this stuff up and researching. Okay, well, what crystal does this? There's different sage. What sage does this? What sage can I do for this or do for that? Okay, what oils can I use for this? What herbs can I use for this? Work with the earth. Okay? When's the best time to work with the water? When's the best time to work with the dirt? Work with it? Because that's what they're doing. They're working with your own elements against you. That's what they're doing. So you have to learn to work with those elements and use it to transmute that energy and let the universe deal with them. See, because we don't give them none of our energy. I know y'all like, well, why don't we give them, transmute and give it back? Because we just transmuted it, right? We transmuted it into something great, and we don't give them shit back. You don't get a damn thing back. Return to sender. No, let me tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give it to my source, to my higher power, my ancestors. I'm returning shit to you, motherfucker. I give it to them. I block my energy. I block my aura. I block my energy field. I take my power back. I take my energy back, and everything that you think you didn't send, it bounces back off of me, and it goes to source. Now you fucking with source. You fucking with source. You really think that shit gonna hit source? You really think that shit that they throwing gonna hit your higher power? Let them try. Because if you give yourself to your source and you say, source, this thing you go to, they didn't just do attack on you. That's why we in spiritual warfare, because when they attack you, they know they attacking source. They know what these demons know what they're doing. These reincarnated legions of demons, they know. They know what they're doing. Them hypocrites, them people you see in church thinking they all that, looking better than everybody else, but I read the Bible and I know 1 Corinthians. And I know when I have a contest in choir, who can sing the best? Who can arrive on time a little bit, 15 minutes early, who can donate the most money? It's a contest. It's a contest. It's not authentic. It's not true. And y'all can name a couple hypocrites that y'all didn't know. So my whole point to say about that, everybody knows who you are. The people around you know who you are. They know the type of energy that you have. They know. They don't want you to know because, where are all the gods at right now? Why is the world the way it is? They locked them up. Where's all the angels at? Yeah, they locked them up and then told them, you ain't no angel. The fuck? You need to work and be a slave for the rest of your life to the system. You ain't no angel. That's what they wanted you to believe. Let me tell you something, motherfucker. I've already went to heaven, and y'all, don't play with no games with me. Y'all want to know my story? Okay, so it was time for everybody to go to heaven, earth, and judgment. And do you know what we did, earth angels? Warriors. We were like, okay, this is paradise. It's beautiful. It's nice. It's lovely. Everybody got, like, there's nice houses. There's different nice stuff. Yes, it's beautiful. But we was like, well, having a house to us don't mean, we don't need materialistic stuff, especially in heaven. We ain't like, I want the biggest house. Because remember they said, depending on what you've done, your deeds, you get certain things, I guess. In heaven, you get a bigger house, you get a mansion, you get different stuff. Well, they want mansions because they feel like they didn't get this, so they deserve mansions. I don't want no mansion. I sleep on the pillow on the cloud. You ain't got to give me, listen. That ain't what I came to heaven for. If you come to heaven because you want the biggest mansion, you couldn't even receive that in hell. Oh. When you conjured up your folks, they didn't say they can give you a mansion. Somebody laughed outside my door when I said that. And they was at the park because remember I can hear very fast, very far. So the park is like a nice ways away, but it's whatever, nice over there. So they think that was funny because they know they couldn't get it. They can't conjure up it. They can't manifest it. They know they can't. And if they were able to, they wouldn't be energy vampires. They wouldn't be vampires. This video is getting long, so I want to end it with this. The conversation I had was, is there something I can do pretty much? I was like, everybody's all happy just to have materialistic stuff. If you're going to heaven, if you want paradise for materialistic stuff, you don't know what paradise is. You don't know what paradise is. So the people who came down here, the angels, I know it's hard for you to believe you chose to go through this situation, but you did. You said, no. I fight for the Most High. I don't just take shit. I don't just want from the Most High. I don't just beg for shit from the Most High. I don't just say, Most High, please give me this. Please give me that, Most High. I want. No, divine feminines don't do that. Divine feminines, y'all like, okay, well, how can I serve the Most High? What can I do for the Most High? What can I do for Source? How can I help Source? Even when you in heaven, you like, well, how can I help? I know you got angels that rub your feet. You got angels that sing to you, but you got angels that guard you. What can I do? Can I do something? He's like, yeah. Huh, we got a problem, warrior. We got a problem, angel. Right? And what you do, you say, okay, send me there. Send me to my mission. Because it ain't the first mission you did for the Most High, is it? Nah, they ain't telling you that. See, they know who you are. They know who the fuck you been working for. They didn't want you to know that. They didn't want you to know who you've been working for. Because if you know who you've been working for, you would know how much power you possess on the inside. That's what they don't want to tell y'all. That's the truth. Y'all know, listen, y'all know I don't speak nothing but authenticity here. So that's what happened. So you did go. You went to heaven and you asked, how can you serve? What can you do? And he's like, yo, I'm good. Your higher power was like, I'm good. I got the angels here. I got this here. I got this here. I got this here. But you know who does need your help? You know who does need your help? There's sheep down there. I got some sheep. My sheep. Woo! My sheep down there. I need y'all to let my sheep know who the fuck they is, because my sheep is sleeping and my sheep need to wake the fuck up. But I need to send certain warriors down there to go get my sheep because they surrounded by wolves. I need certain warriors to go get them sheep because they surrounded by wolves. So he said, I'm sending my best. He's sending his best warriors because he know. See, you didn't know. You didn't know you had to come back as an infant. You didn't know that you had to come back and you're going to have to go through all these battles. You didn't know you was a warrior. You knew you had to go through battle. You didn't know which ones you was going to face. Most High said, I'm going to be with you all the way, so don't never forget that, though. You already know what it is. So you're like, all right, I trust that. So you go through, you come in and you come out the portal as a baby. You like, what the shit? What the fuck around me? What mission is this? Mission, wake up the flock before they fall, because they're falling. So you must wake them up so they can rise up, because they're surrounded by these wolves, and some of these wolves got the sheep skin on. They wearing the sheep skin, but they don't know the difference between a wolf and a sheep because they so sleep being around the rest of the flock. So they convinced that the wolves and the sheep are the same when they're not the same. That is why the earth angels are here. That is our role here. That is why I say don't talk about karmic shit all day. Because you're keeping them here. You're keeping them on the karmic cycle if you talk about karmic shit. There's so much more. We had a spiritual warfare. That's why you have the abilities you do. Not to talk about relationships. You can talk, yes, okay, it is to kind of get them aware of whatever they're in and what they're going through in their relationship. But you see how so much more to this world and to life and to why we're here than just boyfriend, girlfriend? Why are you, hold on, y'all. I was going to end my thing, but of course, you know, they think they're so clever. They should hear what I say. I really don't care. I just put this down to show you guys. But I honestly, I'm going to give y'all my message. I'm going to help y'all through this battle. I will be your spiritual warrior teacher if you need me to, your mentor, because I'm going through it. I'm getting over these obstacles. Ask my haters. Ask about me. Ask how many got to team up against me. Ask how many things they have tried to send for me. They try to do stuff on my channel too, but they don't understand. They think that's gonna make me stop. I'm giving a message out to who needs the messages. I'm not gonna stop. Okay? I'm not. So that's my message. Now I'm about to pull some cards. I'm going to pull them a little bit later. I don't want these to be too long because I really want you guys to grab every bit of the information I give y'all. Like, this is serious information. You ain't going to find this in your school book. You ain't going to find this in your history book. You're not going to find this shit. Your mama ain't going to tell you. If she would have told you, she would have told you what religion was. Let's keep it real. And I know a lot of slaves, because that's what they still are. Let's call it what it is. They still slaves. A lot of slaves are programmed to be slaves. So if they're programmed to be slaves, then the next generation are slaves because they're teaching them to be slaves because that's how they are programmed. So that's what they are doing. Okay? They don't realize they're condoning slavery. They think that this is the way of the world. But if that's how the world is, then not only... Y'all, I'm going to end it there. We're going to pull cards. Because I don't think it's time to pull some cards, y'all. I like to light my thing. Look, I'll leave it right there. Let it smoke. But, all right, you guys. I'm going to go ahead and end it here. And then we're going to talk a little bit more about what we need to know with the spiritual battle.